Did make that start, turned in a quality start, Paul, and kept the Marlins in that ball game.
Yeah, I mean, but he's been really good. And another thing that Skip had added to what Jessica had said, would out and get out there and pitch pretty well in a really tough environment.
Yeah, and that was the frustrating thing.
Strike at the top of the zone this year. Called strike three. He was racking those up like crazy in the bounced foul off the bat of C.J. Abrams, second only to the Minnesota Twins.
The other thing about Braxton Garrett,
0-2 and another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks and 3 in the last first time up. Fouls that one back. And just to go inside the numbers, there's not a swing and miss type bullpen. The bullpen's second best in the National League.
yeah, I think it's gotten a little bit more. Something can happen. Might not
up the third base line for a base hit. On the one hit sharply, and it's John Birdie making it out of the inning. Alumni that is here tonight for a Flashback Friday. Kurt Abbott, how you doing, man? Good to see you again.
I'm doing great, Paul. Thanks for having me. He did all right. I almost missed that.
Did you?
I don't know if you knew that. Yeah.
I said it would.
Thumbed it a little bit, but we got it done.
We've seen you come back for a few of these things, but this year, of course, by the way,
just went there and took a couple pictures with some good fans and had a really good time down there.
And the atmosphere. Fortes grounds to shorts, throw in the dirt. That's when they get the out at first base.
The old football stadium.
That's for
It
sure.
could get a little warm and toasty down there.
I'm still sweating. I was like, golly, I go out in that sun, you're blistering and soaking wet, and and here it's
story for me.
Probably my favorite one is I come down and we'll hit batting practice, and he says, "Hey Abby," he goes, "Go back up there. I was eating one of the things."
Birdie lines out to right, and it's caught by Lane Thomas.
Lloyd, down there in the dugout, and when it happened, it was magic. It's an Edgar since the day he's on the field. What a remarkable.
I actually veterinarian when she grows up. Very nice. And I'll tell you what, it's going to his first time up, right back to Braxton Garrett, who gave up a run in the first inning. Leadoff single, and then this is up and away. 2 balls in. Good look at the sinker there from Braxton Garrett. 2-2. Just a little bit down and in. Wasn't Ruiz just got a piece of it. And also got him a few years back from the Angeles Dodgers. Hits that one on a line out to left field, right in front. Have some long-term deals, but he's certainly one of them. Runs one to Birdie at short. Gobbles away. Now word is to Ildemaro Vargas.
And even I know that's better than 66%.
Slightly is. And now he's done that well tonight. And maybe knowing that, that's how C.J. Abrams.
Well, in this day and age of hard throwers who don't always.
2-1 to Vargas. A little bit low.
Everything. Oh, good pitch.
Strikes, 2 outs. Left, De La Cruz sliding catch for the 3rd out. Yohan Adon dealing with Jorge Soler, and that one is bounced foul. 0-1. That one down in the dirt again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Been a few hitters.
Balls, 2 strikes to Soler. 95 outside. To second in the first inning. And he strikes out here in the 4th. September of 2019. But reunions all around at Fenway Park. Kenley Jansen and Honey.
Boy, it really changes the landscape of hot.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts in a doubleheader yesterday against 2 guys were 12 for 7.
That one to first. Meneses will take it himself. 3.7956. Your chatter, speculation, and fun that maybe he could earn $600 million as a
fun to see what happens there. And then how do you use him if he has a second Tommy John?
Speedy recovery for one of I think every baseball fan's favorites, regardless of uniform. Been trying to keep that going. They'll see a lot of this club over the next 10 days. These 3 games. Marlins. 4-game series at Nationals Park coming up Thursday, Friday.
Managing the Nationals.
And of course, a World Series. But for De La Cruz, they've made some other moves. We just talked earlier about Keibert Ruiz, and you know their rebuild, if you will, may not take a decade. They've already got some of these pieces.
I don't.
Base hit. De La Cruz cuts it off, but not quick enough on the 1-out double. We'll keep an eye on it. Just in Garrett knocks the glove off. He won't. CJ coming on near the line, makes the catch, a step into foul territory. Very few, as we like to say in the business, animations.
I will say.
Yeah.
I will.
Throw to second, and they picked him off.
Cortez, that's a play that you won. Well, you do those little things as a pitcher, you can bail yourself out of innings. And that's what Braxton.
Game right here, 1-0. Still looking for their first hit, by the way. And a low strike there to Jake Burke.
Throw, put the tag on, takes
that one to left for Vargas. And there's one away. We check in with Jessica Blake. Brian De La Cruz. Up and in. And a strike. On the corner, 0-2. Marlins have had 2 base runners tonight, one on an error and one on the hit by pitch. So 1-2, taken inside.
We've seen Jesus Sanchez when he's gotten. I mean, if you're a left-handed hitter and they're shading,
those two keep a much greater distance this time. Throw down, and De La Cruz gets back in time. Shallow center, Chavis underneath it. Facing Lane Thomas and missing outside. Thomas was at the. One other, I guess, judge. 1 earned run or less. The only 2 pitchers with more. Gausman, Zach Gallen, who's in the mix for a Cy Young. So that's 12 outings of 1 earned run or less.
9-1. Depot.
Bouncer to Berger, over to Bell. Joey Meneses takes down and in. Meneses had the RBI and a nice play to end things. Fields 1. 3 ground ball outs for Meneses. 2 away. And good pitch for strike 1. Berger charges, bare hand throw. The downfall of the soft. And a 2-run.
John surgery, spent some time, taking long to adjust.
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd get an extended look.
A huge barrel.
Yeah, well, yeah. Cruz gets to it. Vargas is in there.
If they can get 6 innings, that's a plus.
Braxton on 2-2. Is back onto the track with room to make, and the inning is over. Run for Kieboom makes it 3-0.